This is the Iron Trader, and this is Midday Trading. I know what everybody's thinking. I think Iron Trader is losing it. This is a trading site, not a car site. Well, we happen to have a subscriber in the room who's a car guy and happens to own a car, a Mach 1, 1970. So this is a little tribute to you. Okay, we're going to check in, see what natural gas is doing, what crude oil is doing, and we're going to take a look here today at gold and silver. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily chart. Now, if you watched my video this morning, I was pointing out this key level, this 8 simple moving average. And where do we go? To the 8 simple moving average, okay? That was your trading range between that and Friday's high, which is 2.344. So you say, well, how do we get all the way up there? Well, what you want to do is you always want to look to the left of these candles, okay? So that is the key. So when you look at the top of this candle, you'll say, okay, this is 2.38. The bottom is 2.23. But look over here at the C. That's the closing number. Where to close? 2.35. And we got as high as, what do we have? Okay, on that candle, 2.344. So that was your resistance level. Okay, now as we go on up here, if we can get above that, what we're going to be doing is we'll be looking to the bottom of this candle. The next level is going to be 2.38 if we can break out above. And then what we have here is look at the bottom of this candle, 2.42. That's a gap fill. Now I've been pointing out this gap right there. Okay, we are inside of it now, 2.16. That's your gap. And then there's your fill at 2.42. I've been pointing that out ever since we were way back here. Okay, so now that is going to be your next target. It's going to be 2.38. Then we got 2.42, and then we have your nice big 200-day up here at 2.46. Okay, that is key. But again, you have to close above this key level, this 2.344. That is key. Now, when we look at the downside, well, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at this 8 SMA. This is very, very crucial, just like where we have it. Now, the 8 is above the 50, the 21-day, and the 100-day, and it's moving up very, very nicely. See how this bullish trend, how it broke right on out? We had a trading range, and then it tightened up. Usually when ranges tighten up, they'll bust right on out. So this is where they had that contract roll into the June contract, held this 190 very, very nicely, and then now what? Ripping right up. Very, very nice. So say this comes down, okay? So right now, natty gas is sitting real time at 2.338. So what we want to do is just follow the candles down. So what do we have here? You got 2.31. Then we have on top of here, you have 2.27. Then you have 2.26. But this is what you're looking for is this 2.21, that 8 SMA. It has to hold that. That is very, very key on a closing basis. If you lose that 8-day, then this is what happens when you lose that 8 simple moving average. It just winds right to the bottom. Okay, so now we're in that seasonality period where natural gas should be running right on up here, and we have a lot of really nice targets at that gap fill and at that 200 simple moving average. So bottom line, watch the top of this candle. Friday's high, 2.344. And if a breakout, it goes higher. And then watch that key level, 2.21, that 8 SMA, very, very crucial. If that is lost, then what we're going to do is we're going to look over here. This is that 2.16, the candle. So you can see how it's been holding. All like, yeah, it came down through, but where did it close? Always above that 2.16. Very, very key. And then obviously if that's lost, we'll come to the top of this candle at 2.09, and then you have your 100-day right below that at 2.07. But the 8-day is key and is very, very crucial. Okay, let's take a look here on a hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here we have your hourly chart, and you can see here we had a nice sideways action. We had a nice series of higher lows. Okay, let me just take that out a little bit. Okay, see where we had this? We have a nice series of higher lows. Low, higher low right here. Okay, and then now a higher low. So now we're working this way right up to that retest at 2.34. If you break on out there, then we obviously, I pointed out exactly where we're going. So when you look at a 4-hour chart here, see that? This is why you want to use the price channels. It makes it a lot easier. See on that? So right there. So you know that's the breakout. Now, again, what you don't want is have this thing pop through and then come back. That it would not be very, very good. So you want this to break that 2.344 and just go higher. Now, UNG was a really good trade this morning. Okay, now it's sitting at, what is it? Sitting at 17.13. Very, very nice. It got as low as 16.30 in pre-market. Now, I didn't get to 16.30, but I got 16.40. So I'm in at 16.40 on UNG, and I have a stop there at 16.95. Okay, so I have a little bit of variance stop because remember, natural gas is pretty wet and wild. Okay, so I'm guaranteed from 45 all the way to 95. Okay, so that's where I got my stop. Now, if it natural gas UNG keeps moving up, then I'll raise my stop up as I go. Okay, so always remember that. Use a stop. Very, very nice. Now, again, over the weekend, I made a video about candlesticks, about chart patterns, and about stop losses. So it's on my playlist. Anytime you want to, just go there, click it on. It was over the weekend, and I think it's a really, really good video. Gives you a whole idea if you're a beginner or if you're intermediate, or even if you're, experienced trader like myself. I always go look back to the basics. Okay, so today what you want to do is just watch that 2.344 and then watch that 8-day on that daily chart. Okay, let's take a look and see what crude oil is doing. Okay, now crude oil daily chart, weekly chart. Now we made a little bit lower low, but it looks like we're moving up here pretty good. Now the key is, here's the key, okay? So just make it very simple. You need to close above this 8 SMA, 78.74. Right now crude oil is 78.79, so you're just above a little bit. This is very, very crucial, is that 8 SMA. Okay, now again, if that is lost, then you want to go at least to that 78.42. That is going to be critical. That's that 100 SMA. That's what you really need to close above here so we can take her up higher. If not, then we just look to Friday's low, that's 78.14. We look to today's low, that is 77.78. And then we'll just work yourself all the way on down here. You have 77.55, and then your big retest here is 76.89. That was that nice reversal candle there, okay? So usually when you get a reversal candle like this, it wants to go right on up here, but if you look at this, and look at that, you have so much resistance here. You got the 8-day, the 200-day, the 21-day, the 50-day, a lot of resistance here, not even counting what we have here on your weekly chart here, okay? So right here for the week, now this will be Friday, you want to close above that 78.53, that 21-day, and we want to close above that 79.09, that 50-day. That would be bullish scenario, because last week we had with them indecision candle, and usually the following week here, we'll see what the decision is going to be. Is it going to go lower, or is she going to rip up higher? But for today, just watch that key 8 SMA. Very, very crucial. If you can start rallying up, then obviously we look to today's high. That's at 79.49. Then we can work yourself up here, 79.80. And then we have Friday's high, 79.96. But your big boy right there is that 80.14. If we can crack above, you have your 21-day there, and then we have your 50 SMA. But on a closing basis, you want to watch this 78.75, that 8 SMA, and then you want to watch that 100-day. If it, say it closes below that, then just look to Friday's low, today's low, and then right there at that 76.89 retest. Okay, let's take a look here at gold. Okay, here we have gold, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see we had a nice good ripper upper here, all the way to 24.48. Very, very nice, but look and see, you put the topping tail in there, and then we retested it here with a nice 24.33. That's kind of like a double top situation, came right on down. However, you're holding that 21-day very, very nice. So always watch that 21-day. Then she broke and went below that down to this 8 simple moving average. And then Friday, where dues, you had a topping tail. Okay, so you always beware. Those are great if they're on the bottom, going on up here. But when you get that, see that? See that? This is what happens, okay? So let's look at the upside first. What you really need to do is you got to recapture this 23.48. That's that 21 SMA. And then we can work yourself up to today's high, which was, what do we have here? 23.70. And then we can look at the old topping tail there at 23.85. If we can work above that, then we have this candle that you're looking for, 24.04. We look at this topping tail at 24.33, and then you had 24.48, obviously, which is your retest. So see how this price channel now is rolling over? See, 24.33, that's the top of that candle. Okay, see, this is why you want to put the price channels in there. Now it shows that okay, maybe this is a top situation for right now, and now she's rolling over, and the price channels will start coming on down here as the price will come down. Now, on the downside, you want to watch this 8 SMA, 23.32, very, very key. If that's lost, we can look here to this low. You're looking at 23.12. We can work your way down here to 2300, and then we have your price channel going on here right there at 22.85, which lines up pretty nice with 22.80. Okay, so again, if it comes all the way down here level and it holds, that might be a nice buying opportunity here to take it back up again. Okay, again, if this is all lost, then we'll just follow this candle. This is key. That's at 22.25, and then we'll follow that candle, 22.03. That'll be your support levels until you start getting into your 100-day simple moving average. But right now, I always like to point out where it could possibly go down. where it could possibly go up. But right now, what you do is you're trading right between this 21-day here and that 8 SMA here, and we have like a sideways action. Now, on your weekly chart, yeah, pretty much the same thing, but you're holding that 8 SMA. See that? See how strong that is? Okay, that's the key, 23.42. And you can see how many times that, okay, it came down. And again, these are weeklies, okay? So it came down, but now it's holding it. So as long as we hold that, you're still in very, very good shape where we go either like sideways action. Okay, let's take a look here at silver. Okay, silver, pretty much same thing. See how it rallied all the way up here, topped right out there at 29.90, then came right down here, and then what do we have Friday? Another topping tail there at 29 flat. Okay, so today so far we have an indecision candle, doesn't really know what you're doing. But again, what we are is you're still above these key levels. Now your 8-day wants to curl up here, so you're like 27, 73. That's very good. And then right below that, you have 27.71. So right there, this is going to be very, very key support levels going on right here. So this is actually not looking too bad. As long as you can hold this level, you can get a nice, good sideways action. But again, if it's lost, then we'll come to the bottom of that candle, 27.51. We look here, you're looking at 27.24. We look to the bottom there at 26.65. And then we have your 50-day sitting at 26.55. And then we have your retest at your price channel all the way down here at 26.25. But right now, this really not looking too bad. It just looks like right now, if you take the top of this candle at a 29 flat, and we take the top of this candle at 29.01, what do you see? Okay, see that? Double top situation. Okay, that's never good. Okay, so we got to see how that's all going to shake out. Now, again, if you can close above that, then she can go higher right there and retest that 29. That would negate that double top. But right now, you have a double top situation going here. So we got to see if this is going to come flying down or it's going to go right back up here again. So, okay, so really the levels that you want to watch is the top, that 29 and then 29.10, which is the top of that candle. If she can bust above, then you have 29.90 is going to be your target. On the downside, just watch these key levels. This 8 SMA, 27.73, and this 27.71. That's going to be very, very crucial. If not, we follow the candles, but realistically, your target's going to be this 26.55, and you're going to be right down here to 26.25. Okay, very, very simple. Again, if that's lost, then we just come over here to the top of this candle. You're looking at 25.97. That's your next level. Okay, so very, very simple, very chart here. But again, watch this double top situation. Again, you close above, it negates the pattern and takes it higher. If it can't, then she's going to come flying right on down. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little natty gas, a little crude, and a little gold, a little silver. And I'll be back here after the pit close, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth on crude oil and natural gas. Okay, thanks for watching.